Hi everybody! I wanted to show you some of the embellishments I made for the die cuts with a view collage art stack that I've been using to scrapbook with this month. Typically when what I've gotten to where I like to do is I like to make a bunch of embellishments for a particular stack of paper, and then I start any of my projects with that paper, because if I don't have embellishments that match, then I get stumped and I stall out. So here's just a sampling of some of the things I made to go with that particular paper. I made these strips with these little houses, and I just sort of made a rectangle. Made it really simple. Just drew that myself. I punched this little sunshine from an EK Success punch that has that in there, and then I just put a large sequin in there, and then there's a little flower down here that I use with a punch with a little bit of glitter glue, and then this is just a strip of paper, and I put a bunch of glossy accents on it, and then just put on some of that, I don't know whether they call it eyelash glitter. It's sort of that longer, skinny glitter. But I put it on there and let it dry, and it looks really cool. I made a bunch of these lollipop type flowers because I really feel like they suit the paper, so I just cut out circles with a Sizzix die, and then I really distressed and inked and put some glitter glue on there, and then in the very center is just a little piece of acetate that I left there. So those are those. I made some little tiny stamps. Let's see if I can, yeah. I just cut out a piece of paper with the stamp punch and then put some stamps out of my stash. I think this little flower in behind was, I think those are all Angel Company stamps. And then I inked around the edges and put a little bit of glitter glue on them. I made a bunch of cabochons and things with the Mod Melts, with the Mod Melt, oh, you put the clay in it. I put the clay in there, and then I just painted them up to kind of match the paper. I made these with some poinsettia flowers. I just cut one poinsettia off and then painted them blue or whatever color. So I painted a bunch and then just put some sequins on there. These were shell-shaped sequins. And what I did was I took a flower punch, and I put the flower punch, and then I glued the sequins onto the flower punch so that they would come out sort of the right shape. And then a little punched flower and another sequin and a bling. And I coated the leaves of them with the petals with fingernail polish, glittery fingernail polish. So they have kind of a neat look to them. I don't know if you can see that. It was pretty easy. You can get these in a bulk, like big pack of sequins at Walmart for like $4. And here's a little sequin flower that I made. I just took a regular flower punch and then I just arranged the sequins on there. I just used glue. I don't know if you can see that. Just hot glue. So one on each petal and then one in the center. This butterfly, I just stamped it, and then I put they're kind of like Sharpies, but they're not. They're the Bic Market. Colored the back of it with the Bic Market, and then added some glitter to the back, and then I just cut out a piece of regular paper and distressed a little bit and glued that to it. What else? Oh, love punch flowers and handmade flowers, so these are a couple of my handmade flowers. And then I made a bunch of these where I punched out flowers with a new EK Success punch that gives you all three of those shapes. It gives you a leaf, a little scallop, and then this little small petal flower. And I just layered them and glittered them and put some bling in the middle. These flowers came from an old Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Stamp set, and I just stamped them and fussy cut them and then layered this is the pattern paper. I made a ton of these tags, and they're mostly Angel Company stamps, and I just layered them up, and you know, the thing we do with the little tags. This one with the little bird, the bird punch from Stampin' Up. Made another little bird. Sometimes I use the pattern paper in the background. Sometimes I stamped in the background. Just a bunch of little tags. I love tags. I think tags really, yeah, I just love them. They're fun little things to do. Okay, and then another thing I did is I made some of these tiles, and I just took like a chipboard type thing, and I covered the tiles with the pattern paper, just little tiny chunks of it, and kind of patchworked it on there. And then I would stamp, and then I took a souffle pin, though they're kind of those, they're almost like chalk pins because they show on dark colors, and I kind of just added some inking to it just to bring out the design. And then I covered the whole thing with glossy accents, and I added the micro beads, and you know, just different dimensionals. Like that one has a little sunshine. This one has some flower sequins. This has a tiny little flower punch with a little bling in it. This one has 3 blings. And this was a sunshine stamp, and I just put a sequin in the middle of the sunshine. I think that's it. I think I've showed you all my different kind of little embellishments. If you have questions about how to make them, I guess I could try to do a tutorial. They're not really difficult, but I've really enjoyed making these embellishments, and I find that I have a lot more fun with my paper stacks if I spend the time to make some cool embellishments to go with them first. All right, have a nice night.